How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to be doing the long-awaited replay analysis. The only thing about this is I only play like a little bit. So like this is pretty much all I have in total for like this season. This is just me like making like cinematics, like these bottom three right here. So I only have these, so I'm going to go over these replays. I'll start with this one. It's really difficult for me to explain every single thing that goes through my mind, mainly because like it's so like I don't know what I'm thinking in every single situation, so I'm kind of just guessing what I'm gonna be going through. Like I'm just guessing like what I'm thinking and probably what I would be thinking in the situation, because I can't go back in time and obviously remember each thing. But I'll do my best to kind of walk you guys through what was probably going through my mind, and if I was in the position right now, what is going through my mind. So let's just get straight into it. It's only a 2-minute game here, so this one won't be too long, but I'm going to do at least 2 replays in this one, and maybe I'll make another replay review video of these two, just because this will probably be a decently long video even with just 2, because there's so much I can talk about. So something you'll notice is that on pretty much not every kickoff, but on the majority of kickoffs, you're going to see me do this wave dash kickoff here, and that's because it's so good. It's pretty broken. And in this position here, so after I finish the kickoff, a lot of people would go up in the air here, but for me personally, I am much more ground-based, so I'm not as comfortable going in the air. I probably could still go for like a flip reset if I really wanted to, but I'm much more confident going for like a shot or a flick, so I go for a shot here. But I'm much more confident going for a shot because even if he saves this, I'm back in position. Like even if he hits this ball like this, I'm to this boost here, and I have the next possession, and then I'll have the ball again, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'll be in a much more advantageous position if I shoot this instead of going for an airplay that if he saves, he's probably going to end up having an open net for, because airplays are kind of like an all-in-one kind of thing, and ground plays have so much more longevity. So that's kind of my mindset on why I opt to go on the ground, even though it may seem a bit more boring. So there, the reason I didn't do the wave dash kickoff, you can kind of see here, is because I messed up my kickoff a bit. I wasn't boosting through the flip, and so I was doing a delayed kickoff. So if I did the wave dash kickoff there, he would just, what would happen is he would like flip into me here, and it would just, he would flip the ball over me because I'm not centered to the ball, obviously. So he would just like kind of drill the ball through me, and I would end up losing the ball really hard. So I use all my momentum to try to win the ball as much as I can. I don't even know how I won that kickoff, but I did. Same thing here. A lot of people might try to take this in the air, or like try pinching this or something, but for me, like I realized that possession is like the most important thing in Rocket League, in my opinion, and in a lot of pros' opinions. And so right here I see it's an open net because he's kind of expecting me to go in the air or something. I don't really know what he's expecting, but like right here when he does this flip, let me show you. This flip right here is a mistake because I can see that I can shoot this like as soon as I can get to the ball. So I start boosting to the ball and I just shoot it. So I know he can't reach it when he's already flipped, because when you're flipped, there's no direction change. You can't change your direction when you're flipping. So I just know that it's pretty much an open net. So that is a situation where I shoot, and you'll see that quite often here. I shoot when people overcommit themselves with flips. So another wave dash kickoff. It was actually interesting because I didn't use the wave dash here, and that's because once again I didn't speed flip correctly. I don't really know what's going on and why I'm not speed flipping right. I should be boosting all the way through, but maybe I just messed up. And if I did a wave dash here, I mean, where am I going to wave dash to? It would just make me further away. So I just don't wave dash, and it kind of saves me the goal. Spoiler alert. This is a really good idea for the save, obviously hindsight, but what I'm trying to do here is hit it in a place where he has to kind of give me time. Like it buys me time is what this touch does. But in reality, what I did is I just gave him an open net. But what I'm trying to do here, I'll pause it. So like I'm trying to hit this in this vicinity, so that what he'll have to do, obviously I don't know he's 0 boost, by the way, but I see now, but I'm trying to hit it in this vicinity, so he has to go around here, and by the time it takes him to go all the way over here, I have time to grab maybe a pad or two here, and it will put me in a better position to actually save the shot, instead of, you know, right in front of him. So that was obviously a mistake by me, because I just gave the ball away for free. Another option, sorry for going over this so much, but another option I could have done here is just waited. So like not even done this sort of flip, but I could have had a save off of like the backboard and just hit it really hard there, and that would give me time. I could have done that as well, because this play, like, it's good, but it's kind of a mechanical play. Like, it doesn't look that mechanical, but like I'm backwards, so I have to flip backwards, then I have to turn my car, and then I have to flip, and then have a good touch, and then recover. Right? So it's actually a very mechanical play that I guess I just wanted to look cool or something. I don't know. But not going to go in the air here. So now I have another ground position, and I flick it. And now I'm in, look at the position I'm in. He has to give the ball away to me, and now it's an open net. All because of that ground play. It's not really an open net, but it was pretty open. And here, you're probably thinking, how do I know he's going to early challenge? Part of it is, like, tendencies and knowing the player. I know this player decently well. He's not even playing on my server. I think he's from EU or something, as you can see with this high ping. But I can see that when he's on the wall and he's boosting towards the ball, you're not going to fake challenge from this close to your net. Like boosting. You're not going to waste boost just fake challenging like that unless you're probably in midfield, in my opinion. And this is blatant speculation. So I just flick it, kind of like, because he's a player that likes to insta challenge. He might even be from like Middle East or something. I don't know, but I noticed that he's a very aggressive player, so I just figured I'd flick it, and it worked out. So that's kind of how I knew. A bit of guessing, but. And right here, I did the wave dash kickoff again, but I didn't wave dash. Like I did the single jump kickoff, I guess you could call it. But if I wave dash in this position, if I wave dash, there's a high chance I flip forward because of the way that I landed on my back wheel. So you'll see how I land like this. If I flip forward right here, this is kind of hard to see to like the untrained eye, but I'm more on the left side than I'm on the right. It looks even, I guess, right here, but it's not. If I flip forward, there's a high chance that I would have flipped forward, like done a front flip, because this left wheel is more slanted towards, is more on the ground than this one is. So it's not like an even wave dash. So I'm pretty sure I would have ended up flipping forward there instead of wave dashing, so I didn't even want to try. And I knew that I won the kickoff, so I just ended up trying to put him out of position to have an open net. I didn't realize that that bump wouldn't really do anything, but this is a good play as well. Either way, I thought he'd be more out of the play, so I was just going to try to bump him, but then I saw that he was facing the goal. And so doing this side flip bump, it's going to push him back and let me get the boost, but it didn't push him as much as I wanted it to, because he obviously still got to the ball, and I should have had a goal here. This should have been a free kickoff goal, but I've conceded. So, looking for the bump. I know he's 0 boost right now, by the way, which is why I'm staying on this ball. A lot of people might call this pretty ball chasey to stand like this, but I know he's 0 boost because, I mean, I was counting it. And then I fake the mid boost grab. This is actually interesting. So what I do is I fake, I guess it doesn't really look like I faked it, but I thought I tried to fake the mid boost grab so he would go for the corner, but it ended up not working. So I'm looking for the bump. This play is actually really good because of how annoying I am. Look at his POV. Like, I'm just staying on the ball, being super annoying, and so he just has to be aware of pretty much every challenge I'm going to do. And so then he ends up early flicking it because of the tendencies I was providing earlier about me, like, flicking every, like, insta-challenging every ball and just being annoying. So then what he does is he insta-flicks because he thinks I'm going to insta-challenge, because I kind of create this notion that, like, I'm challenging every ball. And that's just wave dashing. And then this is just a good drive challenge. So right here, when I'm drive challenging, let me go back a little bit. When I'm drive challenging, the idea, what I was trying to do is if he backflips into this ball, and I, like right now, and he hits this, it's going to go over him or to the side or something. Like, because I'm right here, so the ball's going to go over here. It would just get past me and it'd be an open net. So I'm kind of following that idea, just waiting for him to challenge, which is why I wasn't directly behind I was directly, but I wasn't like right behind it. Like, I'm trying to keep a little bit of separation. It goes to the right, and then I end up getting the open net. So just a lot of game sense plays here. There's really not a lot of mechanics that I'm doing. except for like that one save shot, which it's not that mechanical, but so right here, another ground play. I'm not going in the air. And then, yeah, he thinks I'm going to flick it because that's what I did in the last 2 attempts. Oh, my first ground attempt off the kickoff was a shot, and then I've done 2 flicks. So he thinks I'm going to flick this, but instead I just drop it off my car because you'll see that he's playing for the flick. Like, he's just waiting for me to flick it, but then as soon as it drops off my car, he's like boosting and trying to reach it, but it's too late at that point, and then he ends up forfeiting. But shout out to him. Twiz, great player. I'll go into one more here. Who is this? I don't even know who this is, to be honest. I'm pretty sure his name was a dot when I played him, and my name was a dot, obviously, as well, because I don't really want people to recognize me. So let me see why I lost this kickoff. Yeah, so I hit the... Here, let me go back a second. Sorry. So... Okay, whatever. Basically, I hit the left side of the ball, he hit the right side of the ball, so that like space where we're both pinching the same side, because my left is his right, is just going to go in my corner, so that's why I lost that. Just some kickoff insight for those of you that maybe have the same problem and wonder why does this happen. Right here, I'm trying to bait him into challenging. I don't know why I just flipped the ball at him. That was kind of troll. But this play is actually really good, unless you're versing a really high-ranked player that knows that the corner is dangerous. Like right here, I'm sitting back, I'm kind of baiting him in to go, and then I was just going to hit it past him. I kind of thought he would challenge. I think that's why I hit it. I thought he was like driving towards the ball where I couldn't see him. So I think that was my idea. But I know he's trying to trip me up here as well, which is why I'm boosting. Because obviously, whenever someone's landing, it's the easiest time to boost. I mean, to trip someone up. So I'm just trying to boost and get away from that. So he's doing an air play that really isn't going to do anything for him. I trip him up, get his boost. Now he's probably 0 and going back. And I'm shooting because he's too pushed up. It's the same thing from earlier. A lot of players, even at like the highest rank, I mean 1400 in 1v1, like even these highest players don't really understand positioning, like that I can shoot this ball. And so he really can't reach. Even if he didn't do this turn for boost, I don't think he could have reached it. Like even from like right here, if he tried to save it, I don't think he's reaching this. So yeah, that's just an example of being out of position and then me taking advantage of that. Just waiting. I'm not even going to try to stay on this ball because I know that I'll end up losing it. Because in this position, the only way I can do anything, like, because it's kind of awkward, I would have to jump here and then maybe, like, flip it, like, later. It's just weird. So I would rather just give him the ball in this position and play defense than, you know, try to stay on the ball in a disadvantageous position. Right here, I'm in a really bad spot. But luckily, I kind of get lucky that he kind of concedes like this. I don't know what was going through his head, but obviously it wasn't the right plan. So that was really good defense from me. It's an open net here, just doing a basic flick. Nice. Just waiting, grabbing the boost. You'll notice I do that flip all the time just because I think it looks cool. And I'm just doing a flick. This is part of my conditioning process. I'm trying to condition him that I'm going to flick every time I have the ball or shoot, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's just something I do in games just so people don't really know what I'm going to do. This touch was actually crazy. I don't know how I got that. But like normally people would go in the air there for sure, but just not me. And so I'm going to flick it again. And this is, I'm not even trying to score. I'm just trying to condition his mind to thinking I'm going to flick every single ball. And so I'm just taking it back. And I might shoot this. No. Okay. Hitting this on the left wall would be smart too, but yeah, another flick. I'm just making him think I'm going to flick the ball over and over and over again. And so eventually it's probably going to get to the point where I fake a flick and I get a free goal because of this conditioning process. But yeah, that was actually just lucky. Oh, and I got lucky in the way. And now it's an open net. That's crazy. That's crazy how some of these goals are happening. Like this is just insane. Like this should have been a goal. And then I land right in the way of his car. What does this even look like? That's crazy. Sorry. That's just insane that I get to go out of that. He's probably really mad. Let's see his body language. Okay, he doesn't care. But yeah, that was hilarious. Nice. This is a mistake. Yeah. That was definitely a mistake. Just shooting the ball and giving it away. I don't know what I was hoping for here. Yeah, I don't know what my plan was, to be honest. I actually have no idea why I did that. Maybe I thought he was going to insta-challenge me? I don't know. Just going for the corner because he went for my mid. I know he's going to look for the bump, so I'm just careful of that. Checking where he is as well is important. I might shoot this. Yeah. That was close, but I still get the ball back, so I think that shot was good anyways. And just another flick. I'm just trying to take all the boost here. Now I have time, and it's an open net. I mean, I could have just shot that. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I just opt to shoot there, which is pretty much the same thing. But like right here, I feel like I should have just shot it like this. Like, because he's flipping. This is wide open. I would usually just bang this in their net. But I don't know why I didn't. But either way, it's a goal, so I shot there as well. No, it's just a lot of basic goals. So. That was a horrible kickoff, but I think we're fine. Yeah, that buys me time. I grab the boost. Yeah, the instant challenge. I remember that. Nice. Open net again. I think I missed this open net. Oh. Yeah. That's crazy. Defensive position. Going for a flip reset, but obviously, like, flip resets aren't going to win games. But yeah. That's pretty much all I have for the replay review portion of this video. A huge thing that I notice with, like, my gameplay is that I'm always doing, like, this flip. Like a flip where sometimes I'll grab the boost and I'll go like that. It's a really good play I do. And also, I didn't really do it in any of these like replays, but a lot of time I'll go like this movement. Like, not the flick part at the end, but just like grabbing it and spinning the ball like to the opposite side. Because once you condition them with the flick, then they're going to start insta-challenging you, and you can just do like power slide cuts or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, another thing too is shooting. Like, you'll notice that I shot a lot more than normal there, but it's just like basic shots, you know. This is actually a bad setup, but like, it's just basic shots that I'm doing. It's nothing insane. I'm not, like, you're not going to catch me often going in the air, like going for some, what, double reset. Like, sure, I can double reset, obviously. Anyone can double reset. It's one of the easiest mechanics. But like, you're not going to catch me doing it just because I can do it. I just don't think that it's that, like, good. Like, I'm not going for, like, breezies in game or, like, anything crazy. I'm just going for basic dribbles. You know, just the fundamentals, because that's what works, you know? Like, I just don't see any value in going for other things like that. But, yeah. That's all I have in this video. If you guys found this video somewhat helpful, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Also, let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 for this video, because I have 2 more replays, which I think are pretty insightful. But you guys just let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.